What if I told you that you could have up to 6 different pictures with the same setup and not have to move anything? That's what I'm going to show you today. Okay, so we are in the studio and we have several lights set up here, obviously. These are all the brand new, at the time this video was recorded, brand new, Westcott FJ402s, and then we have one FJ800. So it really doesn't matter that those are different. That one has more power, but what we're utilizing today is mask mode. So I've done videos on mask mode before, and I did it with sequencing several lights in a row so that they didn't have to recycle at full power outside. We'll link that video below if you're interested in watching that. I suggest you check it out because it's a cool way to get a bunch of shots in a row very quickly, which normally you wouldn't be able to. But today we're going to use mask mode in a different way. So when they came out with the FJ402, they changed it to creative mask mode because there is more than one use for it. So what we're going to do today that's a little bit different than that previous video that I filmed was the difference between the new lights and the original version of the FJ400 is that you can set these to different sequences now. So before there was 1 through 6, you had to put each light when you were in mask mode, you had to put each light on one sequence. Now you can put it on more than one. You can put it to 1, you can put it to 1, 3, 5, and 6. You can put it to any number that you want. It can be on 1 or it can be on all 6. So that's what we're doing today. So a lot of the work that I do is team pictures with individuals. And so I want to give my clients and the athletes that I'm shooting as many options in a short amount of time as I can. So this really opens up a whole lot of possibilities to do that. And the way we're going to do it is we've got 6 lights and we've got, so I'm just going to go through them real quick just to tell you what we've got. We've got a beauty dish here on an Easy Boom with the 800. That's going to be on group A. Then we have B and C back here with 1x4 strip boxes and grids. Those are going to be, like I said, group B and C, and then that's going to be the first sequence. So it's going to be 3 lights on. We've got an X-Drop Pro black background here. The second sequence is going to be this light, which actually I think we're going to end up turning it around to face it the other way. I'm going to do that real quick. So sequence 2 is going to be the beauty dish with this second light on the boom up top, angled down a little bit. I may scoot that back a little bit more or put it behind the background whenever we actually shoot, but I'll probably adjust it a little bit so it's angled a little bit more down. My subject is going to be right here. That has a blue Vivid Flexi Gel on it. So those 2 lights, so the first setup is going to be 2 edge lights and a main light, which is a pretty standard sports shot. Second one's going to be the main light and the blue gel behind him, which we're going to use some fog too. We have a Smoke Ninja that we're going to put back here behind him. We've got a baseball player coming in to model for us. So we're going to put fog in between him and the background. So the second one, the edge lights aren't going to light him because if you have regular color light and a gel, they're going to kind of contaminate each other and it will wash out the color. So just having the gel behind him will make it much more visible. So the 2 lights for the second one. The third sequence is going to be just the 2 edge lights, so it's going to be super dramatic. This one will be turned off completely. The third one will be this edge light only, and we have another 1x3 up here. So we've got cross lighting. So, and this is going to light him from the front, but not straight on. So it's still going to be pretty dramatic, not quite as much as the sequence before that, but it is going to be very directional. And then the last frame in our sequence is going to be with the backlight with just the regular standard reflector. That's an umbrella 55-degree reflector that we have on the blue Vivid one. This one is going to be just a regular sheet gel that we have on the 7-inch reflector that comes with the FJ400s and FJ800s. And we're going to aim that directly at his back, and then it's going to light the fog in between with red. His team colors are red and navy, so that's why we chose those 2 colors. So the fifth, I'll get it right in a minute. The 5th in the sequence is going to be the main light and the red gel. You got to figure out your poses ahead of time. That's important. And you got to run through them relatively, you don't want to rush, but they need to be relatively quickly because if you wait too long, they will reset. But that's kind of the point. You want to be able to do this quick. And if you try to do this technique with a team, then you're going to want to get it done quick because, I mean, it's 5 pictures, so it sounds like it might take a long time. But, you know, if you run through them like that, you know, and you know what you're doing ahead of time, then it shouldn't take really much longer than taking 1 or 2 shots. Okay, so we've got our poses ready. We've already talked about that. We've got our lights set, ready to go. I tested these one at a time, each setup before I put all the other groups to sleep and only took one setup at a time just to make sure obviously everything's going to be correct. If you put it in mask mode before you test the lights, that's probably not going to work out very well because you have to go through the whole sequence every time that you want one shot. So we've got everything dialed in exactly how we want it. He knows the poses he's going to do. He knows to do them relatively quickly. So let's go through how to actually set this up real quick on the light. Okay, so we're on the main menu, menu 1. Like I told you, this is group B, channel 11. They all need to be on the same channel, obviously. All right, so we're going to hit menu 3, go to mask, and this was already on, but that's how you turn it on. Go to frames, that's how many pictures you're going to take. So this one is going to be 5. And then this sequence is the numbers of the sequence this light specifically will be in. So it's on the first shot, skips the second, it's on the third, fourth, and skips the fifth. So that's it. Once you touch all those, they'll light up blue, and then you hit that, and then you're back, ready to go, and it should work once you start shooting. So we've got them all set to the right sequences, so now we'll get going. Okay, so we've got our model in place. We've got the fog machine behind him. We've got all the lights where they need to be. Everything's set to the sequence they're supposed to be on. So we're gonna run through it, and the key to this is you do have to go quickly, otherwise the lights will reset to the first frame. So they need to know their poses ahead of time, so you need to communicate that and make sure they know what they're doing. So let's run through it and see what we get. All right, you wanna hit that fog? All right. I'm gonna let it go up just a little bit before I shoot. Tilt your bat this way just a little bit. There you go, good. Chest up. Okay, relax your shoulders just a little bit. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. That look good. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. Good. 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 Relax your mouth. Good. Look at me. There we go. That one was better with the red. Okay, so that's it. That was fairly easy. It turned out exactly like we expected it to. If you want to see the settings and a lighting diagram, we'll make sure and post those on our $5 Patreon subscription and on our $5 Instagram subscription. Be sure and check those out. So I hope you guys got something out of this. I hope that it inspires you to try to do some creative stuff with this feature. It's pretty neat, honestly. I want to work with it a lot more, see if I can get some other cool stuff too. If you did enjoy it, I would appreciate a like and a subscribe. I have my Amazon affiliate links and my Westcott affiliate links down there. If you want to buy any of this gear or anything else, using those links really helps support the channel, so I definitely appreciate that. Thank you to everybody that does that. And make sure you go to my website, matthernandezcreative.com, where we announce all our new videos, any kind of templates that we're going to release, and workshop announcements. So make sure you sign up for that too. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.